And said, we'll be looking at our first topic this morning, and it will be based on, of course, the trend now in the FCT, where you have pockets of crime and criminality all around, ranging from vandalism of government establishment, government property, to what the city has been trying to tackle, which is popularly known as one chance. Many persons have been have fell victim of that activity, including some persons that we know, even some staff of our establishment. So it is still there, but one would just wonder, how come the FCT, with the numerous personnel it has, how come the FCT, with the budgetary allocation to fight crimes and criminal, cannot tackle vandalism and one chance, despite the installation of electronic gadgets we see at different junction and checkpoint? What is the challenge? Why can't this be done? And of course, I have with me the Secretary, Command and Control of the FCT, Peter Olumuji. Very good morning to you.
Good morning.
Yeah. How you doing?
Doing great.
Yeah, I can see you're doing well. But before we go into that, the Minister of FCT yesterday blows hot when he says, common microphone you cannot fix. And again, he blows hot when he says, I have no business with variation. In fact, let me warn the Permanent Secretary, don't bring me any document that says, there is something we didn't add. Everything has been added. So tell us about that before we move into the subject.
Well, I think I'm not here to comment on that.
But the microphones are not working.
No, the microphones are working. Okay. Maybe just a little technical issue.
Technical issue. Yeah. So why is it difficult for you to tackle the issue of pockets of one chance and vandalism?
Well, I want to disagree on that statement that it's difficult for FCT to tackle pockets of vandalism and one chance issue. Because if you look at the world over, crime is committed based on space and time, and crime evolves. Crime is dynamic. Crime is not static. You know, if you are able to combat a certain form of crime in a certain area, tomorrow that same crime might move to another area, you know, and another area, and there's something we call emerging crime also that can also come up, and you have to also have modalities on how to tackle it. So I want to disagree that the FCT is finding it difficult to tackle the issue of vandalism and one chance.
So why is it on the increase?
No, I don't think it's on the increase, because you know, we also want, I want to also use this medium to say that the social media is a platform that is meant for good, and also it has been used for negativity also. Because if you look at the successes recorded in recent time, you will know that there's a clampdown on these activities, especially the activities of vandals who steals manhole covers and the rest. And you also see that there's a huge clampdown on the incidences of one chance, you know, because, you know, like I did mention, crime is dynamic. Crime is not static. And when you talk about one chance, you can't, I can be driving my car and it will not be written that I'm a one chance operator. You understand? So, and I know that the FCT Commissioner of Police and other sister agencies have put machineries on motion to ensure that they carry out sting operations on these people, and there's been a lot of successes recorded in recent time. You remember just last week, the FCT Commissioner of Police gave a press briefing on achievement of the command, and you can see that even those people that operate using vehicles, you see a foreign number in front and another number behind. They've apprehended so many. Even as I'm talking to you, there's a special operation also going on to ensure that the residents of the FCT and visitors into the FCT can come in and know that their safety and their security is guaranteed. And the special operation called Operation Sweep has been active since last week. It is what the FCT minister inaugurated, and a lot of arrests of these hoodlums and criminal elements have been made. And I know in due course the FCT Commissioner of Police will also be giving the public updates through the press briefing very soon. So I disagree that is in the increase. Yes, crime is always there in any society.
It's always there. I like that point. Now, if you look at what the administration built during the twilight of the previous administration, former President Muhammadu Buhari, you discovered that there are over 10,000 public conveniences across the city. They are scattered, and you discover that it is a hideout for miscreants. Have you taken a survey of how that place operates and the kind of people therein?
Now, the public conveniences that have been built across within the city FCC are initiative of the government to ensure that the FCT is clean and
to tackle OD.
Okay, you understand better. But again, you will know that almost all these conveniences, public conveniences that were built, are residual in a police division jurisdiction, and most of the time,
not all of them.
Most there's no.
If you are going to day,
all
they are. Even the ones we have in Pape here, it's not cited close to.
No, all. When I say station. A police jurisdiction, there's nowhere within the FCT or in Nigeria that does not fall within a police jurisdiction, divisional jurisdiction. And when we get one or two reports on this, the divisional police officers have been mandated to ensure that those places are not used as hibernating points for this criminal element. In those early days, while it was still under construction, we got one or two reports on that, and the needful was done. But presently, most of these conveniences are operational on a daily basis. So you don't have criminal elements going there to hibernate. And there's also a surveillance team from the security agencies that also ensure that they go around either in the daytime or even late in the night. Because some people, from the report we got there, that at times these bad boys go there late in the night, and there's been a surveillance on that. And the report that have been coming back, the feedback has been positive. So it might be happening when it was under construction, but it's not happening now.
Okay, I just want to believe that you should continue that surveillance. You know,
yes.
you never can tell until there is a horrible report concerning the activities. But now is the issue of vandalism. Yes. But how would you explain that in a place like the Federal Character Territory,
Federal Capital,
yes. People will come, bring down, an electric installation like transformer, and take it away without anyone noticing them, especially security in the FCT? Majorly,
people tends to want to discredit the good deed of the government. Now, let me take it this way. Anyone, when we clamor for government giving us infrastructures that will help us as citizens to enjoy the city center or the FCT, and government have installed this street light, because good illumination works against criminal acts. A criminal-minded person does not want to operate under good illumination. They want to operate under the shadow of darkness. And for someone to not decide that that is what he or she wants to vandalize, that is economic saboteur. And such a person is a criminal and should be treated such. Now, when you talked about that the watchful eyes of the security agencies are not being able to apprehend these people, well, the security agencies, I can tell you, without fear of favor, are apprehending them. Yes, at times some acts might have been committed, but that does not stop the operation of the security agencies. There's some operation after the act have been committed. Investigation is carried out, and those who are involved are arrested. In fact, you can see that as at last week or 2 weeks ago, the FCT, Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, paraded some vandals also, like 10, 15 of them. So that tells you,
out of many.
No, don't say out of many, because these people that are carrying out this vandalism are the same set of people. Mr. A might be involved in 1 or 2 vandalism cases. That does not mean there are so many, but once you are able to apprehend, which is being done now, once they apprehend the culprit and even the receiver, then you realize that those incidences of vandalism start to decrease, and that is what we're experiencing now, because there's a clampdown. Like I told you, there's a clampdown, a major clampdown on such people. And now, don't forget, there's someone that is into it, and there's another person that is receiving. So you cannot just unplug the person that is into the vandalism. You must also touchlight the person that is receiving it. And that is the beam of the security agencies in the FCT. They are not just making arrest of those who are involved, but they are also arresting those who are receiving it.
So how many of the receivers have been arrested?
Yes, from the last press briefing from the FCT Police Command and from the Civil Defense Command, you see that we have like 5 of them or so. I'm not too sure of the static figure now. I don't want to quote something wrong. But the operation is still on. And again, let me tell you something. You might arrest receiver A, and that receiver A has a link to also another person. So the investigation is still on. You will not just close the investigation, because aside the receiver, they also sell these things to a recycling company. So you should know that the security agencies understand this.
And these companies, we know them.
That is what I'm telling you. I don't want to mention, because the investigation is
I just want to be. Yes. I just want to be sure
now
that
there are
the
companies,
authority knows those.
Yes, there are companies that have been identified, and the authority is working on it. At the due time, the authority, that's the FCT Police Commissioner, is going to.
Are they within the city or outside the city?
Well, most of these companies are not within the FCT confine, but they are neighboring. They are in neighboring community also, you know. And I don't want to preempt the ongoing investigation. That is why I'm very careful in stating some facts, because whatever I say here might help the criminals to evade arrest. You understand? So I don't want to preempt anything. But at the due course, I will also come back here to give you updates on these successes, and you will understand better. But one key point I want to state here is that the security agencies are really clamping down on them. And the report you've been getting in some few months ago, if you want to be sincere with us, with the FCT administration, you will understand that it is different from what you see today.
No, but the issues are still happening.
No, okay, give me a
practical example. You know them.
I don't know them. It is what you say, because
I just told you how an electric transformer was brought down, removed, and was taken away.
Well, you know, when you talk about an electric transformer was brought down and taken away, where is that transformer located? Because is it AEDC are the people in charge of transformers, and I know the type of transformer they install is not something somebody will just go there and cut away. So there's more to whatever we are talking about.
That motto is what we expect.
Investigate
the FCT to tackle.
Yes, I've mentioned it. The FCT administration, under the leadership of the present minister, is key, is interested in ensuring that issues of vandalism and issues of vandalism, you know, as we're talking about, is curbed to the barest minimum. And that has been achieved, like I told you, of the ongoing special operation. That operation is an initiative of the FCT minister. And he has given the security agencies marching order on their terms of reference. And they are achieving. And like I told you, in the next few days, the FCT commissioner is coming to brief the public on the achievement recorded so far. When you get that briefing, you understand.
Okay, let us look at this aspect too before we get that briefing. This is still there, visible, and it has happened to us. Now, you have corporate criminals in the FCT. I call them corporate criminals because you see them at junctions, right? If you are driving something that looks like a bus or a minibus, they stop you and begin to ask for papers. And if you're not a smart driver or a smart car owner, you think what they are asking, you don't have it. And then you are asked to pay. Pay not into any organization's account, not into any FCT's account, but into a private account. If you don't pay, you are kept there. And this thing is done with, you know, stern-looking guys. You know, more like, you know, tout in look.
No, you are just using the right word to qualify them.
Yes, so, and they tell you that they are from the FCT, they are from Amak, they are from Buhari, they are whatever. Even no matter the area council they are from, they all fall within the FCT. So what are you doing? You as the Secretary of Command and Control, don't you see them? If you have seen them, why are you looking the other way?
Okay, not what am I doing, is what is the FCT administration doing. Now, you talked about corporate beggars.
Yeah.
They are not corporate beggars.
No, corporate criminals.
They are not corporate criminals.
Yeah,
they are touts.
But they stop you.
Yes, I'm coming. Now you have two forms of these people. The first one are the agberos. You go, you're driving, and you want to drop your friend. Okay, let's take Area 1 roundabout as a case study, which you know better.
Area 1,
you know,
Utako.
Before you know, some people will just rush into your vehicle and say that they've arrested you and take you to somewhere, a location, and they deflate your tires and the rest.
Is that pleasant to the eyes?
I'm coming.
In a modern city like the FCT?
I am the one giving you the scenario so that you will know that we know what is going on. That is one aspect. The second one are those that claim they are from area councils, and any type of good vehicle you drive, they just stop you, and before you know, they are removing your plate number and they are harassing you and the rest. Yes, the FCT administration is aware of this, and there has been a lot of clampdown on them. If you notice these people, they try to hide where they will not be seen. Now, if you are going to Wuse Market, for example, there are some when you are sending the bridge to turn left to Wuse Market, if you are coming from Zone 4, you will see them there.
Even in Papi Junction here?
No, I'm giving you a practical example. I've had reasons when we received a call. A good citizen called us and said, these people are harassing him, and the team had to go there. And we realized that most of the things they do at times is illegal. They are not authorized to do what they are doing. And we had to take decisive action on that day. Now, those tout and agbero you see in Area 1, at times even in Nyanya under bridge.
I'm saying even Utako here, Mabushi,
and the rest.
They're just everywhere.
The police have been apprehending these people. But one thing I also realized, which I want to state here clearly, is that the residents, once you encounter such, there's a need for you to call the relevant authority immediately. Number one, the police control room number is out there in the public. The FCT has a call center. Put a call. Don't give anybody money on any guys. These people will come and want to intimidate you. But you must be bold enough. But we know most of the time, our people are not patient. Once they come, they say, oh, I will miss my appointment. And before you know, they are charging you 15,000 and the person is ready to part with 5,000. And from there, those people think they have won. No, you don't give them that room. you have to report to the nearest, to the relevant authority, and don't be in a hurry to leave that scene, because no matter what you do, if they are apprehended and you are not there to testify, even when they take them to court, you know that case is as good as nothing. And that is the problem we have majorly with people who are falling victim. You complain, these people have harassed you. When the relevant authority are coming there, as they get there, you disappear. So who is going to testify? You can't start. It is now their own word against the arresting authority. You know. So I want to advise our people that when you encounter such people, as much as possible, ensure you have the police control room number. That's one.
But they're not even scared of going to the police station. They tell you, okay, let us go there.
No. They will never tell you that they are going to the police station, because they know the implication of what they are doing. And that is why our people must be bold enough. Spend 31 hours and make Nigerian great and make
But
FCT
is
great.
the FCT short of staff?
I don't understand.
Yeah, because if they are not, why can't we also have a FCT staff that will be posted at these points?
You should know
so that the moment they see such, action, they can swing into it and say, look,
you should know
what
that
is
these
the
people,
problem?
the way
We should have FCT, staff deployed at this point.
You should know also that FCT cannot, just like the police cannot be everywhere. You understand? It is the information.
But if you have 1, 2, 3, police cannot be everywhere. But if you go to Bega, you see them. If you go to Pape Junction, you see them. If you go to Mabushi, you go to Utako, some part of Area 3, you see a handful of them. We can also we want to be seeing, some FCT staff that will not compromise at some, strategic
I don't think FCT staff compromise. But because no, I know what I'm talking about.
Now we have AEPB staff deployed at some critical areas.
Okay.
If you go to Zuba, you see them.
Yes.
Their job is to ensure what do you call it now? The shoulders are not turned into markets.
Trading, yes, informal trading.
And then if you go to Dede, you see them. If you come to Mabushi, they are there. If you move to Bega, they are also there. But the purpose why they are posted there is defeated. People still do business on the road shoulders.
That is changing already. You should know that is changing very drastically.
So why should we have staff posted and they cannot do their job?
They are doing their job now.
Why were they not doing their job in the past? If
they are doing their job now.
Okay, well, if you're not joining us, the program is This Morning on ITV, and we're looking at the FCT, looking at how to tackle the waves of vandalism, and of course, the one chance. Now, to the one chance.
Yes.
What have you done in the last 4 weeks? Because that number is on the rise. People are calling, and it even happened to some of our staff. What is happening?
Yes.
Can we ever defeat them?
It is possible, and it takes the collective effort of both the residents and the law enforcement agents. And like I said, the incidences of one chance, is on the top burner in ensuring that it's being curbed, and that is why through the policy statement of the new FCT minister is talking about mass transit buses and also the rail line. Because the reason why you have incidences of one chance more is that people want to commute from one place, one location to the other, but they don't have a secured mode of transportation, and almost everyone now is trying to turn his or her vehicle to a form of transportation. You don't know who is who, but from what the new minister is putting on ground, especially on transportation system, you realize that number one, the incidences of one chance is going to be reduced or curbed totally. Secondly, the security agencies have been carrying out, take note, I said something, carrying out sting operations. Because another way you can arrest these people is to carry out sting operations. And this sting operation has really helped in apprehending these criminals, because they are criminals. These are people that are ready to injure you, to take everything that you have on you. And even they are ready to kill the person. You understand? So most of these, there are measures that have been put in place to ensure that these incidences of one chance is curbed to the barest minimum or eradicated in the FCT. And good transportation system is part of it, and the operation that is being carried out by the security agents, which I will not want to go into other details on.
All right, I must thank you for your time with us on the program this morning. So much has been said about the effort the administration is putting on the ground to tackle waves of crime and criminality. We hope it works. We hope we can actually move to our destination, without any, pang in our hearts. And we hope we can sleep with both eyes closed. For those that usually clamped on by corporate criminals, we hope that will also be a thing of the past. So it has been with the Secretary, Command and Control of the FCT, Mr. Peter Olumuju. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for this time.
All right. So we'll take a quick break. When we come back, the program continues.